a visual artist. I'm a painter.
My background is I studied in Lisburn, Northern Ireland. I went to French school in Lisburn, and then I left to pursue art full time. So I went to the Lisburn College and studied an ABC in art and design, and then I left and went to the Valley College, where I went and completed a foundation diploma in art and design, and from there I went to the University of Huddersfield and studied a painting and drawing degree, because I was quite specific that at that stage I was a painter and I wanted to pursue that. As you kind of work through your own work, it's very good to be looking at other artists and to study other artists, contextualize, and to see where your work kind of fits in. At the moment, there are a couple of artists that I have been looking at. An artist called Dana Schutz, who's an American artist, and she has been hugely influential with regard to kind of colour and the ideas behind her work, and sort of imaginary, playful and absurd work that she creates is kind of starting to help influence my own work. Lately, Kenya. I went to Kenya originally as a volunteer. After that period of time, I started to make work a lot freer. Images came into my mind. I started to really begin to learn how to paint. I still really feel like I'm learning how to paint at the moment. One painting is Tyre, one painting of self down here, one just looking cheeky ass as always. I went back then in October 2012, and I went back for a further 2 months as an artist. But then I volunteered for 7 weeks out of that time with the Naivasha Children's Shelter, who were brilliant. You know, I took sort of A to B of creative writing, drawing, and then created sketchbooks by the end of that, and that was great. So yeah, so I was making work. I have a sketchbook up there on my shelf, which is full of. I'd never kept a sketchbook in the way that I had kept this sketchbook before. But it ended up then that I was thinking about my work very differently. I was keeping the sketchbook very differently, and then whenever I came home, I decided to, I got offered another space in Lisburn, which was at the Island Arts Centre, and then that allowed me to make a whole body of work about that experience. In that time then, I got offered the space in the National Museums of Kenya. I was selected by the National Museums of Kenya to exhibit, and yeah. Saturday, the 8th of December, 2012, and I am in the studio today, which is actually kind of my last day here, and last painting day, and it's kind of, I don't really know how I feel, to be honest. Today it's been a day of final things. It was the last day I was in the children, it was the last day I was teaching in the children's shelter today. Basically, the fact that I could not disappear. We all think of ghosts as kind of being this presence, you know, as opposed to something very literal and real, you know. I wanted sometimes to be able to disappear in Kenya, but you can't. The basic colour, right down to sort of fundamental colour of your skin, is very present all the time in Kenya. Like, I'm white in a predominantly black society, so there's no getting away from that. Absolutely no getting away from that. Whenever I came to think about that, I think it was part of this painting was really about wanting to disappear, but not being able to disappear. So you have like a painting, a sea of black faces, but then in the middle of it is this very literal kind of ghost figure. Things that I'm finishing off at the moment. This one is called Ghosts in a Crowd, and this one is taking the character All Eyes on You, and I'm putting him into like a situation or scenario, and taking him on a little journey, let's say. And then this one is called Donkey Drip. So the final three paintings that I'm making to take with me. So it's about time that they were ready to go, and hence why I'm going to be packing a few late nights in to work my way through. But I'm almost there. I cannot wait to take work over. These new paintings of mine are touching on sort of issues of identity and, you know, placement and, you know, place and where I fit into those places. And, you know, Kenya has been such a you know, an integral part of my learning now, and has been a wonderful part of my practice for the last 3 years almost. I really want to be painting in 5, 10 and 15 years, and 50 years, granted I'm living for another 50 years, but I am a painter, and painting has somewhat become my life, and it is my, at the moment my painting kind of is my life in a strange way. So that you're looking at kind of my life on my canvases, you know, that's what it is at the moment. And I imagine there'll be elements of that continue throughout it. 5 years time, I want to have completed my Masters, which will be a Master in Arts, an MA, and I want to be painting, hopefully still full time. I would like to teaching as well. I try, you know, I don't necessarily want to be a teacher, but I do like to teach, you know, small groups of people or individuals, mentoring, that kind of idea. You know, I don't know, who knows, 10 years, I don't know, I want to be making bigger paintings, you know. I have in my head now that I started creating a body of work about Belfast, and I'm going to hopefully pull together an 8 by 10 foot roughly stretcher, and then kind of like try to work. I want to work bigger, you know. I feel limited on